Ballyclare District Historical Memorial Association. Protestant woman Jillian Johnston ambushed and shot 27 times by the IRA. The innocent people of Northern Ireland have suffered horrifically as they lived with the threat of IRA terrorism and their murderous contempt for Protestants and Protestantism. The IRA had claimed that they would not kill non-combatants, yet they murdered more innocent people from both Catholic and Protestant communities than any other security force did during these times. Jillian Johnston was 21 years old. She lived in the family farm in Tunnagorm, Leg near Ballyclare in County Fermanagh, and she was the second youngest of 6 siblings. Jillian worked in a chemist and was described by her employer as a lovely girl, always with a smile on her face and never a bad word to say about anyone. Jillian was engaged to be married to Stanley Liggett, her childhood sweetheart. They had recently set a date and were planning a future to start a new life in England after the wedding. Devastatingly, a family in preparation to celebrate a marriage were left to plan a funeral. It was March the 18th, 1988, and Jillian and Stanley had been to a cafe in Ballyclare, excitedly discussing wedding arrangements. They returned home around 10:15 p.m, and as they turned into the yard at Jillian's family home, they were ambushed by IRA terrorists. The gunmen started firing and Jillian was shot 27 times. She died instantly. Stanley miraculously survived, having been shot in the head amongst other serious gunshot wounds. He spent 6 months in hospital, but was left with life-changing injuries. Jillian's mum had been home alone when she heard the sickening automatic gunfire. She ran out to the car to face a scene of carnage that will haunt her forever. Mrs. Johnston recalled, "The minute I saw Jillian, I knew she was dead. I lifted up her head and it fell down again. That Friday night will be with me forever." Jillian was buried the following Sunday. Mrs. Johnston also recalled how former Sinn Féin President Gerry Adams stated in the press that it was wrong information they had received. She added, "Jillian's murder brought it home to us that you didn't have to be in any organisation to be murdered." As Stanley recovered from his near-fatal wounds, he stated, "I know who it was who shot us, and they were never charged, but I firmly believe that anyone involved in Jillian's murder will pay a heavy price." He said Jillian was a great girl. She was a very religious Christian girl, a loving girl who loved life and loved everyone. Only because of the community's anger and revulsion of this evil attack and their cry for justice did the IRA later claim the murder was a mistake and that the intended target had been Jillian's brother, whom they had claimed was a member of the UDR. They then retracted this statement, admitting this was also a mistake. Under pressure from the public, the IRA claimed to have disbanded the unit that carried out this vile attack, but still they gave no names of the murderous perpetrators. This IRA unit was also suspected to be responsible for the Remembrance Day bombing in Enniskillen. The majority of these senseless murders are largely forgotten, or at least the governments wish them to be. Innocent lives taken, families destroyed, and the suffering of the survivors largely ignored because our governments will serve no justice, name no names, and are obviously comfortable with letting the people continue to suffer to this day. Sinn Féin speak on behalf of the IRA and can no doubt name every IRA member that carried out atrocities against the Protestant people, yet they refuse to. To this day, the Johnston family have received no justice. No one has ever been convicted for the evil murder of Jillian Johnston. Our thoughts are with Jillian's family, and we pray that one day they will receive the justice they duly deserve. If you're enjoying our channel, please let us know by clicking on the like, share and subscribe icons below. And thank you for your continued support.